It's crazy. It's very crazy. I'm crazy.
Do you still remember the wild action scenes, the iconic black van, and the theme music that made the whole neighborhood turn their heads? The A-Team, the iconic action series of the 1980s that once captivated millions, officially aired in 1983. What has become of those childhood heroes today? Some have left us forever, while others have transformed beyond recognition. Today, let's join Hollywood movie stars in revisiting the legendary cast and discovering how they've changed after more than 40 years. How old were you when you first watched the A-Team? Leave a comment below. George Peppard as John Hannibal Smith.
Throw down your weapons and put your hands on your head or I'll turn you all in the burning bushes.
In 1983, George Peppard played Colonel John Hannibal Smith at the age of 54. In the A-Team, Hannibal was the strategic leader of the group, known for his legendary catchphrase, "I love it when a plan comes together." He was the brain of the team, calm, intelligent, and always made timely decisions. The relationships between Hannibal and members like B.A. Baracus, Murdock, and Face were expressed through mutual respect and smooth coordination. George Peppard was born on October 1, 1928 in Detroit, Michigan. He came from a middle-class family. His father was a building contractor and his mother was an opera singer. From a young age, he showed artistic talent and once worked as a welder to make a living before studying at the prestigious Actors Studio. Before the A-Team, George gained worldwide fame for his role as Paul Varjak in Breakfast at Tiffany's, 1961, alongside Audrey Hepburn.
The same.
After the A-Team ended in 1987, George Peppard gradually withdrew from Hollywood. His personal life was full of ups and downs, especially in his marriages. He was married 3 times. His first wife was Helen Davies, 1954 to 1964, and they had 2 children, including Brad Peppard. His second marriage to actress Elizabeth Ashley, 1966 to 1972, resulted in the birth of Christian Peppard, his only child to pursue acting. His third marriage, to Laura Taylor, lasted from 1992 until his death, and they had no children together. Peppard was known to be a heavy smoker, a habit he maintained for decades. In 1992, he was diagnosed with lung cancer and had part of his lung surgically removed. Despite undergoing treatment, he passed away from pneumonia on May 8, 1994, in Los Angeles, at the age of 65. His body was cremated and his ashes interred at Northview Cemetery in Michigan. His estate was estimated at around $5 million at the time of his death, leaving a lasting legacy with his portrayal of Hannibal, the cold, clever leader of the A-Team. Mr. T as Bosco Albert B., a Baracus.
You want him? No, you take her.
In 1983, Mr. T played B.A. Baracus when he was 31 years old. In the A-Team, B.A. was the group's mechanical expert and top-notch driver, capable of repairing and operating any vehicle. His muscular build, mohawk hairstyle, and heavy gold chains instantly became iconic. B.A. often clashed with Murdock, but in reality, he cared for his teammates like family. Mr. T, whose real name is Lawrence Toureau, was born on May 21, 1952 in Chicago, Illinois. He was the youngest in a family of 12 siblings and lived in a poor slum area. Before entering the entertainment industry, Mr. T worked as a bodyguard for several celebrities, including Muhammad Ali, Diana Ross, and Michael Jackson. His acting career took off after playing Clubber Lang in Rocky III, 1982. However, it was the A-Team that turned him into a global phenomenon. Behind the scenes, Mr. T was known for being disciplined, refraining from smoking and drinking, and frequently visiting hospitalized children with a positive attitude. "I'm a strong man, but I never forget to love." After the A-Team ended, Mr. T continued his television career and became a pop culture icon of the 1980s and 90s. He appeared in many children's programs such as Be Somebody or Be Somebody's Fool, and voiced the animated series Mr. T. Unlike many colleagues, Mr. T stayed away from scandals and lived a simple, quiet life. However, in 1995, he was diagnosed with T-cell lymphoma. After many years of treatment, he recovered and called it the biggest battle of my life. Since then, Mr. T has rarely appeared on television, mostly devoting his time to family and charity work. He has 3 children and once shared that, "Being a father is the most important role of my life." As of 2025, Mr. T is 73 years old, living in California, and occasionally appears at fan nostalgia events. His estimated net worth is around $1.5 million, a modest figure compared to his fame, but fitting for his humble and quietly dedicated lifestyle. Dirk Benedict as Templeton Faceman. Peck. In 1983, Dirk Benedict took on the role of Lieutenant Templeton Faceman Peck at the age of 38. The character Face was charming, skillful, and often left an impression with his finesse in communication. He was the team's liaison, responsible for sourcing funding and connecting with clients for the A-Team, often serving as a key bridge between Hannibal, BA, and Murdock in their missions. His friendship with Murdock sometimes led to humorous moments, while the bond between Face and Hannibal was built on mutual respect for leadership and talent. Dirk Benedict was born on March 1, 1945 in Helena, Montana, with the birth name Dirk Nieweiner. He grew up in the town of White Sulphur Springs, the son of attorney George Edward Nieweiner and accountant Priscilla Mella. Though not poor, his family experienced hardship when his parents separated, and he witnessed domestic violence during his childhood. Benedict graduated from Whitman College in 1967 with a degree in drama. He chose his stage name based on his favorite dish, Eggs Benedict. Before the A-Team, Dirk stood out for his role as Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica, 1978-79. Behind the scenes of the A-Team, he was considered humorous, friendly, and often shared tips on healthy living from his macrobiotic diet, a practice he credited for helping him overcome a prostate tumor in the 1970s. After the series ended, Dirk Benedict continued to appear on television and stage, and also published autobiographical works such as Confessions of a Kamikaze Cowboy, 1986, and Then We Went Fishing, 1998. He appeared on the UK version of Celebrity Big Brother in 2007, attracting attention from a new generation of viewers. Benedict often attends fan conventions for the A-Team and Battlestar Galactica. In his personal life, he was married to actress Toni Hudson from 1986 to 1995, with whom he had 2 sons, George, born 1988, and Roland, born 1990. In 1998, Dirk discovered he had another son from a previous relationship, born in 1968 and adopted at birth. His relationships with his children are relatively strong, and his eldest son George has publicly shared that his father is his greatest inspiration. Dirk Benedict's health once faced a challenge with a prostate tumor in the 1970s, but he chose macrobiotic nutrition over chemotherapy and made a full recovery. As of 2025, he is 80 years old, living in Montana, still attending conventions and book signings. His estimated net worth ranges between $1.5 and $3 million. Dwight Schultz as H.M. Howling Mad Murdock. In 1983, William Dwight Schultz played Captain H.M. Howling Mad Murdock at the age of 36, born of November 24, 1947, in Baltimore, Maryland. Murdock was a brilliant pilot with an eccentric personality, often lost in fantasies and frequently rescued from a mental hospital by the team. He was the team's source of energy, humorous, mischievous, and unpredictable, with a close bond with Face and Hannibal during mission planning and execution. Dwight grew up in a middle-class family in Maryland, where his father worked as an office employee and his mother as an accountant. He attended Calvert Hall College High School and later graduated from Towson University with a degree in drama. Before joining the A-Team, he spent 15 years performing on Broadway before transitioning to television. Behind the scenes, Schultz was known for designing the T-shirts worn by Murdock on screen, reflecting his personal style. After the A-Team ended in 1987, Dwight Schultz found great success in both television and voice acting. He continued portraying Lieutenant Reginald Barclay in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1990 to 94, and Voyager, 1995 to 2001. Additionally, Schultz became prominent as a voice actor in animated series such as Chowder, Ben 10, Cat Dog, and major video games like Mass Effect and Crash Bandicoot. He married actress Wendy Fulton on June 12, 1983, and they have one daughter, Ava Schultz, born in 1987. The family leads a stable life, and Dwight actively participates in charity events and fan conventions, known for his friendly and humble demeanor. He once shared that he experienced mild depression and found comfort and support within the fan community. As of 2025, he has just turned 78, still attending conventions, signing autographs, and giving nostalgic interviews. His estimated net worth is around $3 million, the result of nearly half a century of dedicated work in the arts.
It's crazy. It's very crazy. I'm crazy.
Melinda Culea as Amy Amanda Allen.
Celine on the carpet, lit a cigarette, took a drag, then I just flicked it. Place went boom, 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 clap.
In 1983, Melinda Culea took on the role of Amy Amanda Amy Allen at the age of 28, born May 5, 1955, in Western Springs, Illinois. Amy was a newspaper journalist who hired the A-Team in the pilot episode Mexican Sleigh Ride. She quickly became an accidental member of the team, often accompanying them on rescue missions. Amy stood out with her energetic personality and willingness to confront wrongdoers. She shared a close rapport with Face and at times debated with Hannibal when proposing alternative approaches. Before rising to fame, Melinda worked as a model from the age of 20 in New York and supported herself through side jobs, including helping her father with laundry services. Though she only appeared in 24 episodes over the first 2 seasons, the role of Amy left a lasting mark on her career. After departing the A-Team in 1984, she continued acting in series such as Glitter, 1984, then Knots Landing, 1988 to 1990, as Paula Vertosik. Melinda also made guest appearances in The X-Files, 1999, played Soren in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1992, and appeared in Family Ties and Murder, she wrote. She married director Peter Markle in 1996 and has 2 children, Lily and Lucas, both mentioned in her acknowledgments for her work Wandago, 2016. Since 2001, Melinda has stepped away from acting and transitioned into a career as an artist and author. Her debut illustrated novel, Wandago, was published in 2016. She also served as executive producer for the film Odds Are, 2018, directed by her husband. As of 2025, her estimated net worth ranges from $100,000 to $1 million, reflecting her limited recent appearances and a preference for a private lifestyle.
No, I never misbehave, and I do my speech on time.
Marla Heasley as Tawnia Baker. In 1984, Marla Heasley joined the A-Team as Tawnia Baker, just as she turned 25, born September 4, 1959, in Hollywood, California. Tawnia was a curious journalist who offered to collaborate with the team to cover their stories and was often present during their missions. She replaced Amy Allen starting in the second season and appeared in about 7 episodes before her character was married off and written out of the main cast. Tawnia had her mantra: passionate, intelligent, and always willing to take risks to follow the team on their rescue efforts. Her relationship with Face was notably close, often sharing intelligence with him. With Hannibal, she diplomatically suggested alternative strategies, and with B.A. and Murdock, Tawnia brought occasional comic relief with her innocent demeanor and strong sense of teamwork. Marla grew up in an entertainment environment. Her father, Jack, and Uncle Bob Heasley were professional figure skaters who performed across the United States. She began acting at age 12 in the series The Waltons, later attending the University of California, Santa Barbara, majoring in performing arts and working as a model from a young age. After leaving the A-Team in 1986, Marla continued appearing in various series such as Riptide, T.J. Hooker, Matlock, L.A. Law, as well as films like Born to Race, 1988, and The Marrying Man, 1991. After more than a decade in entertainment, she stepped away from acting in the early 1990s to focus on other pursuits, such as writing and visual arts. In 2001, Marla married international businessman Christopher Harriman after 9 years of dating. Previously, she had been engaged to singer Wayne Newton from 1987 to 1991. The couple now lives in Southern California and has no children. Marla leads a low-profile life and rarely appears in the media. Her net worth is currently estimated at around $1 million, or up to $5 million, depending on the source. At age 65, as of 2025, Marla still attends occasional A-Team fan gatherings and supports charitable projects within the artistic community. With her portrayal of the bold and vibrant Tawnia, she remains an unforgettable figure to fans of the iconic 1980s action series. Eddie Velez as Frankie Santana. Edwin, Eddie Velez, born June 4, 1958 in New York City, took on the role of Frankie Dishpan Santana at the age of 28, from 1986 to 1987. Santana was a special effects expert in the military, coerced by General Stockwell into joining the A-Team after he and Murdock helped the team break out of prison. His nickname, Dishpan Man, was rarely used directly in the show but was referenced in production materials and media coverage. Within the group, Frankie formed a close bond with Murdock and served as the team's technical support while maintaining a relationship of mutual respect with Hannibal and Face. Edwin grew up in the Bronx with Puerto Rican parents. He attended the High School of Art and Design, later serving in the U.S. Air Force stationed in Sunnyvale, California, before transitioning to professional acting in Los Angeles in 1982. He began on the stage and quickly gained attention for his role as Napoleon Napo Rodriguez in the film Repo Man, 1984, alongside Emilio Estevez. Behind the scenes of the A-Team, Eddie was known as humble, hard-working, and friendly with all members of the crew. After the A-Team ended, he continued acting in various television and film roles, such as Trial and Error as John Hernandez, True Blue as Officer Frankie Avila, Port Charles, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives as Paul Mendez, along with notable projects like Traffic, 2000, White Chicks, 2004, and Beautiful Loser, 2008. Beyond acting, Eddie has also worked as a producer, writer, and director, with standout works, including the short film The Cross-Up and the series Stoplifters, released on Amazon Prime. He has been married to Catherine Grace since 1989 and has a daughter named Eliza from his first marriage to Edna. The family maintains a quiet lifestyle, with no public disclosures about health or financial issues. By 2025, Eddie Velez will be 67 years old, still active in the arts, and will frequently appear at the A-Team conventions and nostalgic events. His net worth is estimated between $1 to $2 million. Every star has its journey, filled with both glory and the unseen shadows behind the scenes. If you enjoy emotional, surprising, and true stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Hollywood Movie Stars channel, and turn on the notification bell to join us in future journeys. If you notice anything that could be improved, feel free to leave a kind suggestion. You're helping make our next video better. Thank you for your continued support.